Praying to sports.
Yeah, well, hold on. We might be back. We might be back with the pod. We just got nuked. Internet got nuked. Just waiting to see if it's back.
We just got fucking docs, bro.
No, I gotta stand on business.
What you guys?
I gotta stand on
Yeah,
fucking
we were standing
business.
on business. Just hold on. All right, you're back with the Will's House podcast. We just got nuked from orbit. And now we're back. So our video's split, so we're going to do something a little unconventional in the middle of the show because you might be a new viewer tuning in, and for whatever reason, you did not see the prior video, which is episode 25. So this is episode 25.5 because we had a little bit about half the show left to get to, so I'm going to do something a little bit unconventional, and I just want Brody to introduce himself real quick.
Is Brody. Bitch is Brody. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, next up.
Yeah, it's Marcus. What's the next bet?
All right, and then on the couch.
Oh shit! It's Innexh. Yeah, go follow me. Gamer, beat producer, designer, all that shit.
Memeologist. You
And
forgot
welcome
that
to
one.
the Will's House podcast, episode 25.5. The video got cut out, and we were getting ready to stand on business before the episode cut out, and we got nuked from orbit. So we're back now, and we were standing on business, and we started with Brody, and he got so rudely cut off by the internet
did.
when we got nuked from orbit.
It
so
gave me
we're gonna
another
let
idea
him,
to stand on business, though.
We're going to let him stand on business now.
I started with standing on business by putting your fits on, get your swag on this winter, layer up, wear some cool shit. But I'm also going to stand on business because I came in here today that motherfuckers was talking shit that I auto-drafted my team. I did not. And I can't believe I walked into this and they was like, you auto-drafted your team, you suck. What? So I'm 99.9% positive I did not auto-draft the whole entire team. I'm the shit in fantasy. I'm number one, and I'm standing on that. And yeah, crazy that motherfuckers gotta talk shit. Shout out my people though. We all homies though. I'm waiting until I win the fantasy league though. Y'all gonna be sick. I don't want to hear nothing from you at the bottom.
I'm standing on business that it's fuck Brody till I die. I don't give a fuck, dude. This dude's a fucking sack of shit, dude. Fuck this guy. You see this guy out in public, dude? Just fucking smack him in the back of the head.
The thing is me and Marcus actually friends.
dead ass.
But yeah, fuck Marcus.
I want to stand on business also that Louis, wherever the fuck you're at, fuck you too. Yeah. Look at his dumb ass sleeping. Fucking loser.
Louis the mascot.
I know, I like Louis. He's cool.
All right.
This
and
guy?
then, Innexh, what do you stand
Hey,
on
Louis is
business
racist.
for?
I stand on business. Louis is racist. He only barks at the black people that come down here. I swear to God.
No, he's barked
Swear
at
to God.
everybody.
Why does he
Nah.
got to go there?
Because he's racist. Louis is the first racist dog I've ever met in my life. I swear to God.
How?
I
If
swear
he's
to God.
literally sleeping right next to me right now.
Right, the only person he's being mean to is you.
Hell nah,
We all know
hell
what
nah.
you are.
Hell
Oh,
nah.
That's so
more to
funny.
high.
I'm Jewish.
Oh my God! All right, so Innexh, what are you standing on business for this week?
I'm standing on business that everybody needs to find a new team right now.
All right.
Oh my God.
And we'll be getting into some
Under
sports in a little
5.5
bit.
wins, they got this team at right now. That might be the lock of the century. That might be the lock of the century.
All right, and then
I don't
Then,
know. I don't know if Sav's tuned back in, but just so you know, Sav.
and then I guess I'll stand on business for. Hope everyone has a nice New Year. It's a Jewish New Year starting now, pretty much.
Hey,
So,
starting.
shout out to the gang.
Rob, you want to bet openly that?
No.
I mean, I didn't think so.
5.5. I would give it 7. If they had 7.5, that'd be fire.
I'll give you
That'd be
6.
fire.
I'll give you 6.
That's tough. That's tough because they got 18 games now.
Yeah. I was about to say, I was like 4
I'm hip.
wins. You're
I'm
like
hip.
you're like talking 4 or 5 wins. I was like, bro, this
I'm hip. yeah.
yeah.
All right. So next, we're going to get into our sports talk segment. Authentic Language says, we don't find new teams. We are not soft.
Rob.
That's your thing, Innexh. That's what he said in the chat.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I went to the Browns Browns-Giants game.
Sorry.
I left that shit third quarter.
All right,
I could not sit there and watch that shit.
Well, that's a perfect statement into the first question of the sports segment, where I was wondering, is it time to press the panic button if you're the Cleveland Browns, starting with Marcus?
No, I feel like the last game was kind of what you wanted to see out of your $230 million quarterback. You know, we got some injuries. Why are you pooping? He was the second best quarterback behind Lamar last week. And he should have had close to 300 yards if his wide receivers knew how to catch the fucking ball, or his line didn't hold. Which the last one wasn't a hold.
Yeah, that was a bad call. But Amari Cooper dropping that pass was definitely pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, like the tweet, like I'm sure you've seen the tweet. It says on film, or it says on paper that he threw a pick, but on film it shows that it was a perfect pass right in the fucking numbers.
It's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to say you should panic, but there's a lot of factors that we felt like we were strong on with like our offensive line. Our offensive line really isn't that great and injury prone as hell.
They're hurt. We have I think the entire offensive line is second string or deeper.
Yeah.
Right now. Like,
we're getting screwed on that, and
Nick Chubb coming back. If I'm Nick Chubb, I wouldn't even want to come back to that line.
And that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to come back either, and I don't know if they will let him come back.
No, it's definitely a slow build for him.
Yeah.
They're not. He probably won't play for another 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm
4 weeks.
thinking.
At the earliest, like maybe 5, 6.
But yeah, like the Amari Cooper shit kind of, I don't know. He's been dropping a lot of passes, so I don't know how you want to keep going.
I think we're about to trade him for Devontae Adams.
I don't think we're going to get Devontae Adams.
Why not?
I saw they want to get DeAndre Hopkins.
What?
I saw that. I saw DeAndre Hopkins and
Browns have money for this?
Yeah, we got money. Don't worry about us.
But Devontae Adams is going to go...
to receivers, but not
Sounds
no
like the
linemen.
Browns are getting ready to press the panic button. We're
Yeah,
looking at
why were you getting
50
offensive
receivers.
players with no linemen? Like,
I was going to say,
linemen.
Devontae Adams wants to go play
Our
with
line
a familiar QB.
You can't say our line is like definitively the problem when it hasn't even been the full starting line. Like, I don't even think we've had one drive this year where it was the full actual starting line. Like,
what's our
dudes are
game
hurt.
plan if this year doesn't work out? This was supposed to be the year.
It's chalked already. Like,
I'm just saying, like,
already
if we don't,
Deshaun Watson had
what
a
if we
year
don't make
and
the place up?
Deshaun Watson had a year in Houston where they started off 0-4 and then they won 11 straight and went to the playoffs.
I hear you.
If you're an NFL screenwriter and you're writing the playbook of how the year goes, that seems like a pretty fucking good storyline to write up in the background.
They're not writing a playbook for Deshaun
they
Watson.
already
I'll tell
got
you that.
Jaden Daniels storyline going.
Then,
like possibly a Caleb Williams storyline.
Caleb Williams looks like poop.
He does look
He's
like
throwing
dog
more
shit.
yards. Shit, he's got.
Now
Besides the week, he had better. Overall, he's still better than Watson.
Authentic Language is throwing some hate into the chat. He said, dude went from Lakers fan to Mavs fan to Spurs fan to Pistons fan.
Nah, I'm an NBA fan.
You got something to say about that, though, Innexh? He's
NBA
throwing
fan.
some shade.
I'm an NBA fan. I'll admit that. I've already talked about this before. I don't watch football. I only tune in when the Discord's really streaming it. And it's crazy because we have a Pittsburgh Steelers fan that be streaming the Browns game, which is wild to me. So, like, I shouldn't be the one always getting, like, hate, like.
Why?
in the
We got
Discord.
more respect for the dude on the other side showing our game for us than the dude that's fucking on our side bitching about it.
I mean, I'm just
Whoa.
trying to be real. I'm just trying to keep it real with everybody, bro. Like, some people get so caught up, like, especially how gamblers get caught up in their favorite team.
Whoa.
Sometimes you need to just look at the bigger picture and realize what's in front of you.
I didn't put
All
money
right,
on the
and then,
Browns, just saying.
Yeah,
And that's a perfect segue into the next segment where I want to ask, is Watson washed or is there blame to pass around? Starting with Innexh.
Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
I mean, I don't know, like, all the in-depth stuff that you guys are going to bring up, like the coaches or whatever, like offensive coordinators and
This dude don't even
all
watch the
kinds of other
games.
shit.
He started off poisoning the well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
The
just
stuff that we know. How do you know I know anything?
at the end of the day, we could go look it up. This dude's literally bottom of the barrel on every stats. Like this dude, Will Levis is ahead of this dude in like yards per pass or
That
whatever.
boy is having
like,
a year.
Yeah, like fucking Brissett is still ahead of him, like by QBR. Like
And New England fucking sucks.
It's crazy, bro. Dude's literally bottom 30. Like, dude's
Gardner
a bottom
Minshew probably
quarterback
doing
at
better
everything.
than him.
Gardner Minshew's like top 10 quarterback right now in the league.
Shout out
Stat
Gardner
all
Minshew.
around. I mean,
He's 37th.
Who's the number one QB?
Watson's 37th in passing percentage. There's 32 starters, but he's 37th.
how does that make sense?
Because there's some
Wow.
guys got hurt, and like Joe Flacco played a little
I don't
bit.
know. I mean, I don't really want to just always like dog the shit. I just try to keep it real, speak the facts.
He's
And-
24th in yards.
Should have kept at least Flacco.
39th in yards per attempt.
Dude, Flacco's killing it. I mean, it was only one game.
Yeah, he came
37th in air yards per attempt.
Do week 2.
This is the whole season.
Yeah, but do week 2.
Yeah, I was trying to do.
I mean,
weeks
last
too.
week.
I was trying to do weeks, but it wouldn't let me. At least on ESPN.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful. That's great. So, what about you guys? Marcus, do you think Deshaun Watson's washed, or you think Innexh is off base?
I think this dude Rob don't even watch the game, so I don't really care what he says. I know what I saw. I saw a dude that was out there having everything that fucking could go wrong, going wrong, and he still was cooking. Like, your 2 passes, like, okay, the Amari Cooper pass that he dropped, it hit him square in his chest and it got picked. It just bounced off his chest. He didn't even drop it. I don't even know what he was doing.
My boy was lost.
That and the Jerry Jeudy pass, which I will probably I'll die on the hill. That was a top 3, if not top 1 or 2 pass that I've seen Deshaun Watson throw his entire time with the Browns. And the only thing that stopped it from happening is the safety coming over and popping Jerry Jeudy with his shoulder in the hands, so he dropped it. That was one of the most beautiful over-the-back shoulder passes I've seen Deshaun throw since coming here. I think that last game is everything you wanted to see out of him to come forward in terms of, like, how the season could go. Like, if you were, it's over and we have nothing to go, the season's done, you walk away from that game and be like, no, it's not. Like, this dude's, there's something in there. There's still something in there that tells me that he's got it. Because that game, I don't know how you don't watch that game and say that that dude only threw like 2-3 bad passes the whole game.
Who do they face next game?
The Commanders, your boy Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
Gonna be
that's
a
gonna
rough
be
one.
tough because like you got to be able to keep up offensively. So we'll see.
The Browns, I don't think we've scored over more than 20 points all year one. So.
All I'm going to say is a blind squirrel finds a nut, and Deshaun Watson had one good game so far and a lot of really bad games. Well, I agree with Marcus that there still seems like there might be something there. Yeah. Is it me as a Cleveland Browns fan hoping to have something good happen? Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. At this moment in time, I'll give it to the offensive line being a second, third string line. But when your top receiver can't even catch a pass, it kind of looks bad. But I just think Deshaun Watson also makes like a lot of dumb decisions lately. Overthrowing passes. His accuracy is really not hitting the ball. He's overthrowing motherfuckers. I don't know. Well, I think it's too early to say, he's washed until I think we need to get halfway through the season to kind of have that conversation.
All right. And then I was wondering, who's your guys' quarter season NFL MVP so far?
Sam Darnold.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
guess so.
Hey, I just want to say, all you dumbasses, let me pick him up in fantasy off the waivers for the free.
You're still 0-4, you dumbass.
Not no more. I got the best fucking QB in the league now.
This guy.
About to put him on starter right now.
I hope you do.
All right,
You know-
Innexh, who's your quarter through the season MVP?
Oh, I just said Sam Darnold too.
You're just riding?
Not really. Yeah.
I like the
Pause.
Sam Darnold. I think if
You guys don't think Josh Allen's playing crazy so far?
I think
mean, he had
Baker
one
Mayfield.
bad game, but
I think Baker Mayfield having a year.
yeah, Baker's going pretty hard. But you guys don't have any defense MVPs. You don't think these defenses are going crazy this year? Some of the worst quarterbacking we've seen in years.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough lately. I don't know. The defense is, I think, very. Like I said, I feel like a lot of people shine later in the season. Then you start hearing people pop up like, "Oh my God, this dude's been killing it." Like I said, I feel like we're still pretty early in the season, but like MVP wise, I think it's You know, we got a couple good candidates that can have a golden
I
year.
gotta flip the script real quick.
Whoa.
Do you guys think Sam Darnold's gonna have a revenge game versus the Jets?
I don't know. I don't think Sam Darnold can have revenge games. It's kind of like Geno Smith. If Geno Smith plays the Jets, is it really a revenge game?
See, but Sam Darnold, didn't he get cut by them?
Yeah. So Geno Smith, remember he got punched in the face and then got cut.
It's kind of like
by his linebacker. He punched him in the face. Authentic Language says Saquon Barkley is his quarter of the season.
Yeah,
MVP.
that's a sleeper
That's
one.
a good one.
Like I said, it'll be curious to see how Sam Darnold
Derrick
goes
Henry
next year.
Next year, we got to get through next week, knowing him.
That's true.
You know, he's got to keep it. He's got to keep it together for the whole year. You know, this NFL shit is like chess.
Yeah.
These guys are watching film, and they're gonna figure it out, and then it's how they respond to that. You know.
I like the Derrick Henry comment though. I thought he was gonna have a really weird year in Baltimore, but I mean he's putting up solid numbers. Yeah. I think he's one touchdown away from 100, and I think he's
as long as they run the ball, he'll do good. The first game, they ran the ball every play the first drive, and then they didn't give him the ball the rest of the game.
Yeah. And
then the second game, they're and then they're like, oh, we just have to give him the ball 20 times.
And he'll figure it out.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
I saw a stat where he's gonna have he'll have 10,000 rushing yards soon or something.
Yeah, that's I think he's 100 or something. Something super close to 10,000. He's one tutty away from 100 TDs.
All right, and then we kind of touched on this a little earlier, but we could touch on it again. Was what is your guys' expectations for the Guardians in the MLB playoffs, starting with Brody?
I think, like I said, I think Detroit's going to be a tough one to beat. I think they're on a hot streak right now, so I don't know. It depends on how our pitching staff does. Our pitching staff is kind of subpar for us in Cleveland, while I think Detroit has a pretty strong staff. If we get through them, I think it'll be pretty solid. Going to the finals. I think Kansas City beat the Orioles. Marcus did confirm that to me. I think New York probably sweeps Kansas City. I think that's going to be an easy series for them.
New York is tied with the Brewers right now. They might not even make it in, the Mets. Are you talking about the Yankees?
Yeah, the Yankees. I'm talking about the American League. But yeah, I think the Yankees sweep Kansas City, and they'll just be in the finals. And then if we can beat New York or Detroit, I would hate to go 5 games with Detroit, though. That would be the worst possible. If we can sweep Detroit, we'd probably be safe. I don't see us sweeping Detroit, though, and we're going to have a tough time, I think, with New York. But what do you think of the National? I think the Dodgers are probably just going to end up winning the National League.
Well, before that, Marcus, what's your expectation for the Guardians?
Oh, yeah. You think we're going all the way?
I could see us walking through the Tigers and then losing to the Yankees. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. Is I don't see us beating the Yankees unless for some reason them boys are really feeling it and they're like, yeah, we about to take out the Yankees. I just don't.
If they beat the Yankees, they'll win it all.
I would agree. I would agree on that. If we can beat the Yankees, I think we'll win it all.
I just feel like where you go from that is just you're untouchable.
The only thing that I could see the Padres beating the Dodgers in the National League, and I think at that moment in time, if the Padres are the ones in the National League, I think we could beat the Padres.
That's fair.
All right, and then what about you, Innexh? You tapped in with the Guardians?
Guardians win it all.
I like that. I'm going to be honest with you. I would love to see a Guardians win a World Series. I didn't expect this season to be something that we might possibly get, but, we make it there, I'll be happy. The National League's pretty tough. You got the Phillies over there. You got the Dodgers, the Padres. I think the National League is more than likely going to take away the title no matter who it is. But I think if we could beat New York, I think our confidence will be high, and I think we could probably make something work.
I'm thinking Guardians win it all, and then Cavs go to the conference finals.
We got some time before the NBA tips back off.
And the Browns just stink it up.
Hell yeah.
The Browns stinking. You going to put some money on that so we can verify it? You going to stand on business?
No, I'm going to stand on business for what I said the other.
Why don't you put a rack on the under 5.5 if you believe it?
I'm putting all my money towards John Jones, bro, in a few months. I ain't going to cap if they lower the odds.
They're
Safe
not
bet.
lowering.
Yeah, they'll never own it.
They're gonna get higher.
The boost.
They're going to get higher.
All right.
What is he at right now? Is he minus 300?
On DraftKings, I'm at minus 450.
Oh,
Jeez.
my God.
And that's actually the perfect segue into our next sports
Odds
topic.
bet on KO, TKO.
Is Marcus, what's the next bet? What is your pick of the week?
Man. This card this week, I was telling Brody before we started the episode, this card, it's got my favorite fighter of all time on it, and for whatever reason, it just seems...
Who's your favorite fighter?
Alex Pierre.
Oh, you're a big Alex guy,
Oh,
huh?
that's my dude. He's made me over fucking $100,000 just himself.
Let me hear you give me a chama. What did he be saying?
Well, you see? Did you see the video he did today where it was like, he was like real quiet? He's like... Shama. That's just, he's just so he's just so like, he doesn't even try. He's funny, but yeah, this card just doesn't really feel like it's like an Alex card. Like Khalil Rountree's who he's facing. It doesn't really feel like Khalil's like worthy of even getting a title shot. He's coming off of a suspension. Like, here's what it is. You got Kayla Harris, so you got Jose Aldo, you got fucking
There's no big. I mean,
there's like a couple big
Kevin
names.
Holland's a big hype name.
Kevin Holland's always fun. He cashed me for fucking like $15K like a couple weeks ago or something like that. It was the Basil Hafez and Kevin Holland. Yeah, Kevin Holland and Roman Dolidze should be a good fight. I think I'm most excited to see Jose Aldo on this card. I think Jose Aldo at plus money is going to be a really good bet. He's the public dog. Everybody's all over him. But there's just something about a Jose Aldo versus a Mario Bautista that hasn't fought anybody of the caliber of him. Now, Mario Bautista's a Sean O'Malley camp type of dude. He's from that camp, or he's friends with him or something. Yeah, dude, this card's just like lackluster kind of to me. Coming off that, like, especially with the cards coming up. I'm really super excited for UFC 308. Ilya Topuria versus Max Holloway, Khamzat Chimaev versus Robert Whittaker, Ankalaev versus Rakic. That card's stacked. That card is stacked. Jeff Neal. Yeah, Khamzat is fighting.
Cum shot.
Yeah, no, he's a dog. You also, dude, also Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal's fighting RDA on that card.
I did see that.
That's gonna be. I think they have it currently slated now. You can't trust the UFC.com.
Is it on the prelims?
No, yeah, it's slated to be the featured prelim.
That's crazy.
That's gonna be a banger. Jeff Neal's a dog.
Yeah, that's
Jeff Neal's a
wild.
dog. So yeah,
I remember when Dana White was like not trying to put like big ticket fights on the prelims, and now I feel like we see big ticket fights on the prelims. Like it's
Yeah.
like a normal thing.
yeah. If you want to lock, I think Kayla Harrison inside the distance is a fair fight. I think you could even play like the fight doesn't go the distance, so it covers both sides. I think they were like minus 150. They're like pick 'em odds, like minus 110, minus 115, maybe plus 105, depending the book. I think that's like a pretty good a good bet. I don't see anybody in that division having anything for Kayla Harrison. That girl is
She's tough.
insanely like.
She from Ohio too. Shout out
Yeah,
Ohio.
she's a 2 or 3 time gold medal Olympic judo
I think
and
it's-
wrestler.
I think it's like 2.
She walks.
She might have 3 though.
Rob, she walks around close to 180 pounds
She a big-
and fights
yeah.
135-pound girls.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
So I'm here to tell you, like, she just
Her
did
weight cut is absolutely disgusting.
and she looks real good in this cut too. Like her first cut that she did to
was
135.
low key kind of bad.
She looks real nice. She looks like she's locked in. And I'm telling you right now, I think truly, because she at her media day today said that she feels personally like she could fight. She could fight Ketlin, who she's supposed to fight. She could fight Raquel, and she could fight Juliana Pena and beat them all on the same night. That's her own words, and I believe her.
Crazy.
I believe her.
She want that Amanda Nunes fight. So
Listen,
bad.
that's crazy.
Pull up a picture of Kayla Harrison UFC and just tell me this girl. She's fighting 135-pound girls.
How old is she too? She's a little old.
She's a little older. I think she's like 35 or 36,
Yeah.
maybe 34, something like that. But she's a little older. But she's been a champion in PFL for years. Look at this bitch.
Yeah, because she won PFL 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and the girl who beat her before she left, like they had already fought 3 times. That was the 3rd time she beat her ass twice, and then just like the last one was like, yeah, whatever. Pull up yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at that girl.
And like I said, her weight cut is absolutely insane because I think she puts on, I don't know how much. I think she said last time how much she put on after the weigh-ins, but she put on a ton of weight.
I feel like I feel like I remember her saying that like after she cut and she was walking around at 174.
That's crazy to make 135 and then you're into the fight at 174. That's absurd.
And then she probably rehydrates about 50 to 60% of that within the next 24
hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's disgusting.
Could you imagine you're a 135-pound girl? You probably rehydrate to like maybe 140, 145, probably like 150.
Yeah.
145, 150. And then you got some girl that's just walking around another still 30 fucking pounds heavier than you. And she's coming in there, she's going to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, Kayla Harris is a bad woman.
And it's crazy coming from PFL, they weren't allowed to use elbows. And she came to the UFC, she'd be using them elbows.
All right, and then also, what is your little fight recap from the last fights this week?
Oh man, bad. The French card was fucking that was my poopiest performance ever, just straight from robberies. I don't know how you give William Gomez that fight other than French bias. That was crazy.
I would agree.
I mean, bro, I just watched the whole 15 minutes of Joe Anderson Brito just making this dude his bitch, and then they're like, yeah, 29-28, William Gomez. I'm like, and then you go, and then dude, you just watch you watch Moicano just beat the shit out of Benoit the first round, and then Benoit was coming back, and they stopped the fight because his eye. So, yeah, my recap
his eye was fucked too.
But no, listen, he could. So
you think he could have kept going?
I think he could have. Listen, if you go and watch his very first fight in the UFC versus Ezekiel Dos Santos, that fight, bro, that fight should have been stopped like 10 times, and Benoit didn't give a fuck, dude. Benoit's a killer, and I think if that fight would have kept going, Moicano's shoulder.
He broke that shoulder bone, didn't he?
His collarbone was like popping out.
Yeah.
So I think in reality, like the longer the fight went, it would have just favored. As long as he could still see out of the one eye, he won the second round. All three judges had him winning that second round before the doctor stopped it. So yeah, my recap is the French cards suck. France sucks.
It was a goofy card
fuck
too.
Macron or whoever the fuck that dude is. I'm with Moicano. He's a fucking pussy.
All right, and then so that was our sports segment. We don't really have much more to get into on this episode 25.5 since the video's split up. I just had a couple more questions. Marcus, is it still fuck Brody?
It's always fuck Brody. And
I was wondering, given that it is still fuck Brody, post the Browns talk, is it also now fuck Rob?
It's fuck Rob too.
Yeah, fuck
It's
Rob.
been fuck Rob. Lamfuse know what's up. Authentic language know what's up.
Yep.
You know, if you're rocking that brown and orange, then you're rocking that FNR, and that's fuck Rob.
All right. All right, and then that was
I love Rob.
That was like really my last thing I wanted to get into, unless anyone has a corporate call out that they want to get off their chest.
What was the one that I had in the Discord, Rob? You told me to say it. What was the one that I had?
I didn't even see that you posted one.
Some credit.
Capital One. Fuck Capital One. Fuck them.
Why?
Dude, these dudes are retarded, bro. They had my phone number, my actual phone number. They marked it as invalid. So, I forgot that credit card had like a yearly, like you pay it gets like the membership or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so it got $95 on there, and I didn't know because I don't use that card. I haven't used that card. I forgot. And usually, you get that call where it's like, fucking, this is a attempt to collect a debt, blah, 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 blah. You miss your payment by like one day because I just wait for them to call me. I don't be remembering shit. Fucking, they never called me, and they fucking closed my card, and then just fucking never even said anything about it. And then when I told them, they were like, your phone number isn't connected to public records. I was like, the phone number that I'm calling you on right now? That's crazy. It's been my phone number since I fucking was a freshman in high school. That's wild. So, yeah, fuck Capital One. They're retarded. Thanks for coming to Will's Music House.
All right, anybody else got to call out before we tap out?
I got to call out for Will's Music House.
Call out Spectrum. Y'all need to fix your fucking shit.
That's what I was about to say. Y'all need to get your fucking internet up, Will's Music House.
All my homies hate Spectrum.
Because it's unfortunate. We had about a half hour of content left. Facts. It would have been nice to keep it all in one video. Facts. So now we got two. So, if you watch the first one, watch the second one. If you watch the second one, watch the first one. Make sure we get it.
Listen. If you watch the first one and you don't watch the second one, you're fucking dumb.
Goofball.
Why the fuck are you here?
Goofball.
All right, and then don't forget to like, subscribe, join the Discord, and all that fun stuff. But we have to get our outros, and even though we got some extra intros, and we're gonna start with Brody.
Yeah, it's Brody. Bitches Brody. Gravedigger on the hat. Join the Discord. Keep up with what we got going on. See what's going on in Cleveland. Go out to some shows. Support some homies. Support some businesses, whatever the fuck it is. Go eat somewhere in the city that's a small business. Support Cleveland. That's all I'm about. Support the surrounding areas. Support Northeastern Ohio. And support Will's Music House because we love what we do here and we need you. That's my political campaign speech.
All right, next.
Fuck Marcus.
You guys said first of all, you guys said you guys weren't going to fact check. So, just saying. No, so yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. It's a great episode. It's always fuck Brody. If you ever see this dude out and about, I want you to slap him in the back of the head for me. Just run up behind his and slap his shit and be like, that's for say less. Just run. This dude's slow as shit. He's not catching you. I promise you. This dude's slow as fuck.
I don't like running.
He don't run. Bro's got fucking short legs. He's not going to catch you even if he did run. I promise.
I'm taller than Marcus.
Listen, he's got a weird proportion. It's like all upper body. I promise. It's like
That's
fucking
not even
like,
true.
It's like 70% like torso up. He's got like 30% leg. I swear. He's under this chair. You don't see. I swear to God, it's how it is. I swear to God. I've known this dude since 3rd grade. I promise.
Like flats.
So that being said, thanks for coming to Will's Music House. This is a great episode. Definitely got to come and check out what's the next bet. $9.99 a month. We got a fucking team full of killers. And we got a 20K bet coming up soon. I'm not gonna spill that, but you better get in there and fucking get on that. And yeah, let's send that off to Innexh.
It's Innexh. You already know. Shit. Link in the fucking bio. Shout out to Will's Music House.
All right, and I'm Will, and this is everybody. And you've been watching the Will's House podcast on the Will's Music House channel.
We're about to do crack.
Don't forget to sub to all the links below, and join the Discord, join the Patreon, and participate in the conversation. Shout out to the chatters. Shout out to the